Hey everyone, welcome back to the ThinkorSwim tutorial series. In today's video, we'll be going through all of the steps needed to create and customize your own personal watch list inside of the platform. Now I promise you this is not difficult at all to do, so this should be a pretty quick video. And jumping right into it, you can see I already have two watch lists on my left-hand side panel. One of them is called Indices, and the other one is called Options. Now on your side, yours probably doesn't look exactly like this. If you wanted to add an additional watch list, all you have to do is come down here to the little plus sign down at the bottom left. From there, a little menu is going to open up where you can select a gadget that's important to you. These gadgets show you any kind of relevant information that you might find important, but in our case, we just want to add a watch list. So we're going to look in the lower right-hand corner of this menu. From there, we're just going to go ahead and click on Watch List, and we can see a third watch list has been added to our side panel. We've now got Indices up here at the top, which I can't even see the name anymore. I've still got Options right here in the middle, and I've got a new Indices watch list down here at the bottom. Now in my case, I don't want another watch list. I don't need a third one, so we're going to go ahead and click on these three little lines. From there, we're simply going to click on Delete Gadget. Now just to fix this real quick, I'm going to scroll up so I can see the top of my live news here. And now that I've got this set up the way that I like it, what we're going to do is actually go through the process of creating a watch list. Now, to do that, all we have to do is click on the name of one of our watch lists. So in our case, let's come down here to the Options watch list. We'll go ahead and click on the name there, Options. From there, a menu pops up. Here at the top, you can see current account positions, all account positions, personal, public. There's a lot listed here, and these are all watch lists. Now, the personal watch list kind of speaks for itself. These are all the watch lists I've personally created. You can see I've created static watch lists like futures, indices, options. And you can see some other watch lists like Value Scan, High IV Stocks, and Cash Secured Put Scan. These are known as dynamic watch lists, meaning I don't necessarily put companies in here. I instead create a scan that's looking for companies that meet my criteria. Maybe I'm looking for companies that trade between $10 and $20 a share, or companies that trade over 1 million shares a day, or companies that have a PE ratio less than 30 and a cash flow ratio less than 10. I can basically create a scan for whatever it is I find important and then turn it into a watch list. That watch list is going to be constantly updating. Anytime a company meets my criteria, it'll pop up there. Anytime a company no longer meets my criteria, it'll disappear from that list. But we don't want to use one of the watch lists I've already made, so we're actually going to come down here towards the bottom and click on Create a Watch List. From there, it's going to create a pop-up window. And all we have to do with this pop-up window is give it a name. So right here where it says Watch List Name, we're going to go ahead and name this Test. So it's our Test watch list. And we'll just come down to the bottom right-hand corner and hit save. From there, you can see I currently have a blank watch list. There's no symbols in there at the moment. And all I have to do is click in the little blank box below the word symbol and type in the symbol I want to add. So let's start with Facebook. We'll go ahead and type in FB and hit enter. I now have the symbol of Facebook in there. I can see what it last traded for, what it was up or down for the day, and its current bid ask even in the after hours. Now, if I wanted to add my next symbol, all I'd have to do is click in the next box down. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and click in there and type in Apple, AAPL, and hit enter. We'll go ahead and add the next one. We'll do Intel, INTC, and hit enter. And let's just go ahead and add a few more, just so I've got a few in this list. And that's good. Now that we've actually made our watch list, we could actually open that up anywhere else on the platform. So if we came up here to our Indices watch list, we could go ahead and click on that. We can now come up to the personal list, and we're going to see ours right there, Test. If we clicked on that, you're going to see it's no longer the Indices, it is the Test watch list. Now going back to Indices for a second, if we come back down to the Test watch list, we can also change the column headers up here at the top. Basically, we can change the information that's being displayed there. If we wanted to do that, we would simply click on the little gear icon on the right-hand side of our watch list. From there, we're going to click on Customize. Once you click on Customize, you're going to have this little navigational window where we can actually add the information we want to be displayed. So in our case, let's say we wanted to add PE ratio and dividend yield. All we have to do is come up here to the Look Up a Column box, which is a search box. The first one we want to add is PE, so we'll go ahead and type in PE. It's not right here at the top, so we're going to scroll down this list a little bit. There it is. We'll go ahead and click on PE and hit Add Item. The next one we wanted to add was dividend yield, so we'll go ahead and type in yield here and click on Yield and hit Add Item. Now I'm happy with that. Those are all the columns I want to see, so we'll go ahead and hit OK. Now in that watch list, you can see those two columns have been added, but I don't quite have enough space for it, so we'll go ahead and widen this out a little bit. Try and size these columns to fit them in. That fits pretty good. We can now see the PE ratio and dividend yield for each one of these stocks. So Apple's got a PE of 26, Facebook of 24, Intel of 9, And we can see the companies that pay dividends: Apple, Intel, and Micron. Whereas Facebook and Netflix currently say NA because they don't pay a dividend. Now you can also sort these symbols by the column headers. So right now I'm in alphabetical order because I clicked on symbol here. If I undid that, you can now see it's in the order that I placed them. If I click on symbol again, it's now in alphabetical order. I could also arrange them by last traded price. If I wanted the lowest price stocks up at the top, you can see I clicked on last. Now I've got Intel, Micron, Apple. If I were to arrange it by PE ratio, you can see it's now Intel, Micron, Facebook, Apple, Netflix. I could also arrange it by dividend yield if I wanted to, so the lowest yield first. So definitely a lot of customization options available to you. There's so much information you can add. It's really just what's important to you. Now it's important to remember that it's not just your watch lists that are on here. If we come back here to test, you can see there is a long list of watch lists. You've got public, percent through F, F through N through S. You've also got top 10 lists, or by industry if you wanted to narrow it down to maybe just tech companies or just airlines. Definitely take advantage of these. They can be very helpful at times. For example, if we were to come up to lovers and losers, you can see companies that have had a big move in the pre-market, and maybe you want to keep a closer eye on these guys. If you just wanted to see the stock currently in your account, you can go ahead and click on this watch list name here and go up to the very top and click on current account positions. All the companies listed out here are now companies that are in my account. I hold every single one of these, and you can see the options as well down below. So definitely take your time, create some watch lists with companies that you actually want to keep track of. Maybe make an indices watch list so you can keep track of what the S&P 500 is doing, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. And if you've got some time, maybe check out my video on how to create a dynamic watch list or create a scan for yourself. So hopefully you don't have to waste your time looking at just your companies waiting for a buy signal or sell signal. If you create a scan, it's going to only show you those companies on that watch list that already meet all of your buy signals or all of your sell signals, whatever it is. But that about wraps everything you'll need to know about creating your own watch list on ThinkorSwim. If you have any questions or if I miss anything, please leave them down below in the comments. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll catch you all in the next video.